is happening, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the new HTC Cha-Cha. This was sent to us from HTC, and we would have loved to do an unboxing for you guys, but a couple of things are missing from the box. So all we have here is the charging cable, which comes in a white color, which is really nice, matches the color of the phone. And we also got a USB mains charger, which is also in white color. USB port on one side, standard AC plug on the other side. And this is not what the kind of package you will get when you buy a retail package. You will get a hands-free kit and you'll get some documentation as well. So we didn't do a comprehensive unboxing because we didn't get a comprehensive box. So let's forget that for the time being, and let's quickly jump into the aesthetics of the device and take a look at the operating system. So as you can see probably by looking at the device that we've been using it, and the screen is a touch screen, and the screen is a very fingerprint friendly screen. But before we get into that, we have the earpiece up top here along with a bunch of indicator LEDs which are hidden nicely behind the grill of the earpiece. Standard HTC design. You also have the HTC logo in silver over here, along with a couple of sensors if you can spot them over here. You have the front facing camera, but it is a VGA camera, so quite disappointing. You have a 2.6 inch 480 pixel by 320 pixel screen over here, and the standard Android buttons, the home button, menu button, back button and search button. This screen is a capacitive touch screen and it is a multi-touch screen, so that's good. You have your send and end call buttons, and you have a very nice and wide laid out large QWERTY keyboard just below touchscreen area over there. You do have navigation controls, but they're on the bottom right over here. Unlike standard QWERTY phones, you don't have an optical pad or a trackball or anything in the center of the device over here. You have 4 navigation keys on the bottom right. You also have a dedicated Facebook button. Basically lets you update your status from wherever you are in the phone. You will see emptiness on the right hand side of the device. It's actually very clean on the right, nothing there. On the top here you have the lock unlock button along with the power button, the same button. You have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation, and you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is pretty good. It's not one of those designs which goes along the curve of the body. This one stands out individually, so you can see it's straight. It's not flush with the design, it's straight, so your headphone pin will get stuck in it properly. Coming to the left of the device, you have the volume rocker. Not as tactile as we'd expected. It's actually quite flush with the body of the phone. It is somewhat lifted above the body, but it's still quite flush. You have your micro USB charging as well as data syncing port, which is over here. And you have one small tiny hole over here, which is the microphone hole. And you have one hole on the back bottom, which is for attaching a lanyard or a charm if you would like to do that to this device. So on the back here you have the speakerphone along with a 5-megapixel autofocus camera, which does do 720p at 30 frames per second. You have the LED flash and what appear to be another noise cancellation microphone hole. We really don't know whether this is a noise cancellation microphone or this is a noise cancellation microphone, but either way there is a secondary microphone and one of these is it. You have a very nice unibody shell which is over here. It's actually joint, so it's probably not unibody, but you do have an brushed aluminium shell, so that goes along the back of the device as well. You have the nice HTC logo. On the bottom door over here it says comes with the HTC Sense. This door can also be pulled out to reveal the battery compartment. The battery compartment houses your battery, which is a 1250 mAh battery pack. A fairly small battery pack for the device. You do have your SIM card slot, which is over here, and this is one of those spring-loaded ones, so I don't know the reliability which you will get with this, but it's spring-loaded nonetheless. You can pop it out easily, and you do have a micro SD card slot over here as well. You do get a micro SD card with the device. We didn't get one, so we don't know what size you get, but you do get one with the device. So let's quickly put in the battery and power on this HTC Cha-Cha. so while the device powers on, we just found out you do get a standard 2 GB card included in the package, and this is expandable up to 32 GB, so you can do that. You get 512 MB of RAM and 512 MB of ROM in the device, so you do have some onboard storage as well. This device does have Wi-Fi B, G and N, and also has Bluetooth 3.0 with A2DP. So you have the new style HTC Sense 3.0 lock screen over here. You can either pull out the ring to unlock the device, or you can pull in any one of these icons into the ring to directly go to that application. Currently you have phone, mail, camera as well as messages. Also your new notifications will show on the lock screen. In this fashion you have your network information on the top left, and you get your date and time information along the top center and the top right. You do get your standard status bar which stays visible even when the screen is locked, so you can see your battery, your network and your wireless connections within the lock screen as well. Pull out the ring to unlock the device, and this is the standard HTC Sense user interface that you will see. You don't get those weather animations that you would usually get with the HTC Sense user interface, but you can tap into weather, and as you can see it's rainy in New Delhi, so you get that animation, but you get that in the weather application, not on the main screen that you would usually get on an HTC device. You do get 4 home screens on this, but you can add a bunch of other home screens as well. Pressing the back button reveals all the screens, or you can simply, in the HTC Sense style, pinch on the main screen and pull out all the 4 main screens. You do have a personalization menu over here, so you can personalize your display. You can change the scene from work to play to travel, whatever that you would like. You can also change the skin, which was introduced in the HTC Desire HD. You can change the skin so that will change the color settings. You do have a bunch of wallpapers, including live wallpapers that are supported on this device. So let's see if we can grab one of these live wallpapers. Let's put the Nexus wallpaper, and that should show up in the background. So you can see that live wallpapers work brilliantly on this as well. You can also select the shortcuts of the lock screen like we were telling you earlier, so you can tap on any and choose something else that you would like to put on the main screen. For example, I don't want messages, I want say the FM radio on the main screen, so that will come in the lock screen here as well. Brilliant. You can also add items to the home screen and personalize sound from the personalization menu, which is on the bottom right over here. To pull out your complete application list, you tap the icon on the left bottom over there, and you can quickly scroll through your applications in the standard new Sense format, where it goes page via page and not a single scroll, which is kind of inconvenient for some people, but you get that anyway. I'm going to quickly jump to the About screen and show you that this device, software information, and show you that this device runs Android 2.3. They call it the HTC 2.1 Sense for Messenger, but it's actually Sense 3.0 type of setting. So this is the latest version of HTC Sense, but it's 2.1 for Messenger type phones, which is a QWERTY phone. Let's see if I can quickly go into messages, compose a new message, give you a quick demo of the keyboard over here. So very fast keyboard, very tactile. You get this really nice clickety sound when you click on the keys. Reminds me of good old days when the keyboards were really nice and clickety. I really kind of like this sound. It's not too loud, it's kind of subtle. So the keyboard is definitely great. Let's check out the dedicated Facebook button over here. You'll have to sign into Facebook, so let me go off screen and do that quickly. So it's going to ask for my authorization so that HTC Chacha can interact with Facebook, but we've already done that, so it should directly go onto Facebook over here. And one thing that you would notice is that this will constantly keep your device online, so make sure you have data connections in order, because once you press the Facebook button and you're connected, you'll always be online. The dedicated Facebook button can be pulled out from anywhere to post updates to your wall. You can also choose existing photos to upload to Facebook, or you can use the camera to click an image instantly and upload it to Facebook. So there you go, guys. This was a quick so-called unboxing and a quick preview of the new HTC Chacha, great QWERTY phone from HTC, launched in India recently. and comes at a great price as well. A full touchscreen device, multi-touch capacitive screen with a full QWERTY keyboard, a dedicated Facebook button which can be quite helpful to those who like to be on Facebook a lot. Camera on the back, we really like this design. The device is really slim and fits comfortably in the hand, and there's this slight curve that makes it really convenient to type on this device. It kind of lifts up the screen a little bit, just enough to make it easily readable, and overall build quality seems really solid, and you do have an aluminium construction, kind of like the E6 a little bit. We have a BlackBerry Bold over here to compare in size. It is a little bit wider and taller than the Bold, but it is definitely thinner. As you can see over here, looking at the back of the devices, it's a fairly great phone from HTC. We'll be reviewing it in depth and uploading a video and a full written review on iGyan.in, so be sure to check that out. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyan.in. If you have any questions, you can log on to our forums at igyanforum.com. Post your questions over there, we'll try and sort you guys out. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/igyan and youtube.com/igyantv. If you have any comments or feedback, leave those in the comment section below. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter and on Google+. The links to those are in the description below or at the end of this video. Been Buzz Nagpal for iGyan.in. Thank you for watching.